Welcome to RCAM. I'm your host, Ryan, and thank you for tuning in today. I hope you are all having a blessed day. So, today we are going to talk about the moronic Kick Streamer who crashed his Mclaren while texting and driving. We will also be talking about um, Lieutenant Dan, who is going viral for braving the storm and getting a kick deal out of it. Maybe. We'll see. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about some crazy inventions and also a skinwalker. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of skinwalker. We'll talk about that. Possibly the Troon Troopers too, and some other stories. So if you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, do all of those things. That helps me grow. And I would love to hear from you. If you have any recommendations, let me know. And continue to support this channel. If you're watching me on Rumble, or if you're not watching me on Rumble, go to Rumble and watch me on Rumble and support the only platform that is truly free speech. Because X or Twitter isn't, but Rumble is. I can say whatever I want on Rumble, and I don't have to fear getting banned. So it's pretty dope. So go into Rumble, type in the search bar RCAM, and my channel should pop up. You click me, follow me, and then you'll get notifications every time I go live, which is Tuesday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, and by the way, I will not be going live tomorrow because it's my daughter's birthday, and I would rather spend time with her. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right. All right, let's get into today's story. So we are going to be covering a clip that has been making the rounds of Kick Streamer Jack Doherty crashing his Mclaren. Now, normally, when people get into accidents, you feel bad for him. But this is one of those cases where I don't feel bad for him at all. I have zero sympathy for this kid because he's an idiot. He's an idiot, and he was behaving recklessly, and this is something that was completely avoidable. And he chose to drive in a way that landed him in nearly cost him his life and nearly cost his friend his life. So let's play this clip and then we'll talk about it. All right. So here it is.
Cash that one off, see through that caption, cut it off. Wish young and talk to set it out. I'm doing niggas out there, let me down. World know I take everybody. They can't keep a tab on my world out. Acting like it's probably gonna come out. Turn me up, you're so scared.
Oh! No! 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 Oh, fuck. No, watch out, watch out. Oh. Oh, fuck, open the door, open your door. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh, Michael. Are you okay? Yeah. Holy fuck. Oh my god, bro. My whole fucking car, bro. No fucking way. Oh my gosh. There's no fucking... Michael, here. Michael, do you have your film on that phone too?
Michael, make sure you're getting this. I know you're bleeding out of your face right now, bro, but make sure you're getting all this, okay? This is really important. I know you're bleeding. Just, make sure it's not obstructing your vision, the blood, and keep recording.
No.
Hey, Clyde. This kid is a clown.
Oh my god.
You need me to get out of the car? You want to take that shit so he doesn't have to?
This kid in the white, the only kid that seems to care about the bleeding cameraman.
Wait, let him have that. Let him have that. Let him have that. And then McKinley, can you just? I think your nose. Just do this. McKinley, can you go on here? Yeah. Bro, as soon as I heard, I kind of film. Can you film on the phone? And yeah. McKinley, just make it look good. Look through here the whole time. Go where Michael is.
You got driver's license with you?
Yeah, I got you.
Guys, all four of you were in the car?
No. It was just them two. I'm alright.
Make my accident look good. Holy crap, yo. Oh man. This is peak this is narcissism on a level I've never thought possible. Yeah, I've been in a car accident before, right? You want to know what I wasn't thinking about? I wasn't thinking about, oh, how do I get people to see this happening? How do I tell as many people as possible that me and my friend nearly died immediately following it? Not a thought on my mind. Now, granted, I didn't have social media, but I still wouldn't be like, hold on, friend, you're bleeding, but we need to get this on film, and we need to make it and make sure it looks good. All right? Am I bleeding enough? Hold on, let me bash my head on the steering wheel so I can bleed a little bit. Like, these people are crazy, man. Like, that is psychotic behavior. And I don't even think they realize it. That is crazy behavior. To do that and act that way after you get into an accident is crazy behavior. That would not be a thought in my mind. And it just shows you that social media, this streaming has rotted their brains, man. Where it's like, I don't even actually think he cares about what happened to his friend. He cares about getting the footage. And he didn't care before the accident because this moron is texting while driving this vehicle in the rain. That's usually a situation where you need to actually make sure that you have total control of the vehicle and you are able to maintain eye contact with the road because the roads are slick because it's raining, and it was raining pretty heavy. And this kid is more concerned about what's going on in his phone. All right, unbelievable. Jail time would teach him a lesson. I'd be very disappointed if that was my son. I hope his followers cancel him. I don't think they're going to, sadly. I don't think they're going to. Now, I have heard that Kick has suspended his account. We'll see how long that lasts. But they do have footage of them in the hospital, so we'll watch this real quick. So Jack Doherty in the emergency room after the dangerous crash.
All right, guys, we're in the hospital after the crash. How you feeling, Michael? Amazing. He's getting stitches right now, but all right, guys.
Hey guys, I almost killed my friend. Crazy, right? I almost got my friend killed. Wild, huh? You all right, buddy? Even though I almost killed you? Yeah? That's crazy to me. I would never even, I would not publicly even talk about this. Nobody would know about it. Like, if I almost did this to my friend, I would be ashamed. I would be ashamed. I would feel awful. I'd be like, bro, I'm such an idiot. What can I do to make this up to you? I wouldn't be thinking of posting content about it online. I wouldn't want anybody to know. I'd be embarrassed. No shame. No shame whatsoever. He doesn't care. You know? And, he does end up doing this for his friend. Jack Doherty, after almost killing his cameraman, surprises him with a jet ski.
We need jet skis. Sure. All right, guys, I got my filmer a brand new 300 horsepower supercharged jet ski as a I'm sorry gift for, getting him in that McLaren crash. He's been wanting this for literally ever. It's my birthday today, but it's our birthday after what I put him through a couple days ago. All right, guys, so my filmer Michael just got back, and now I'm going to surprise him with his new jet ski. Michael David.
Oh, you're lying. You're lying.
You said that? Yeah.
Holy shit.
Your new jet ski.
You dead ass.
Yes, sir.
Yo, heart racing. Holy shit. You dead ass?
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm glad he likes it. You're the best, bro. We were literally talking about this yesterday.
Holy.
Is it worth it?
Car crash? Yeah. Hey, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Of course, bro. You're a legend, dog.
Piss.
Oh, shit.
His friend's a retard too. His friend's an idiot. Worth it? Almost dying. It was worth it for the jet ski man. Stupid. Just stupid. And I would take this gesture a little bit more seriously if he wasn't recording it. Can these people do anything without making content about it? Like, I could not imagine living a life where everything I do, oh, this is going to be great content. Almost killed my friend. Great content. I could not imagine framing everything with this in mind. I feel bad, actually, now that I'm thinking of these people reproducing and having kids. You know, like, when their kids fall and they, like, get hurt, are they, but, oh, wait, sweetie, just keep crying. Just keep crying. Let me get the camera. Hold on. I got to show my live streamers. Are they going to do that? Are they going to, is that how they're going to act? You know, it's nuts to me. I am having trouble comprehending how people do this. How they are this detached from the moment with the people around them. That everything revolves around creating content for other people to consume that actually probably don't really care about you. For real. You know? Kid should have his license suspended. He should not be allowed to stream on any platform because he put his friend's life in danger. I don't know if they realize how serious his friend could have died. He could have died. And not only could both of them have died, but they could have killed somebody else in the process. Very dangerous, reckless behavior. And now there's this post from the New York Post. TikToker Jack Doherty begs for donations after totaling 300K Mclaren during live stream. F, dude. Controversial streamer Jack Doherty has been roasted online for begging viewers for donations after crashing his brand new McLaren 570s supercar while texting and driving in the rain. In a TikTok live titled "Help Me Make Back My McLaren," Doherty asked everyone to double tap the stream. We're almost at 1 million likes, guys. Let's see how fast we can. No shame, bro. No shame. I just can't believe people are like this. It's unbelievable. It's beyond words. Responding to a viewer's question, he said, "How'd you crash?" "I hydroplaned. I literally hydroplaned. I'm in a McLaren in the pouring rain, texting. What do you expect? We expect you to pay attention to the road. We expect you to drive at a safe speed limit. We expect you to try to maintain control over your vehicle, especially because you have a supercar and you should know how to drive the thing. Even in extreme conditions, you should know the basics of how to drive that vehicle." So completely and totally avoidable. Yeah. Help me make back my McLaren, Doherty asked. Disgusting. Thousands of viewers simply commented with the word gay. One clip from the live stream showed even as donations poured in. Yeah, these people are donating. They're part of the you morons, you tools, you stupid human beings that donated to this kid. You're morons. You deserve to lose your money because you're idiots. And you're enabling this moron to do this type of stuff again. When are you going to learn, audience? When are you going to learn that you engaging with these people, you rewarding their behavior, only empowers them to do it more? So maybe try not being stupid, all right? Maybe try, saying, no, like, you're a terrible human being. We're not going to support this. Stop making content out of it. Log off, bro, and go check on your friend. Make amends with him. So, yeah, that really pissed me off. So, all right. enough about that, man. I am. And this too is the same punk kid that walks around. I believe this is the same kid that walks around with bodyguards, intimidating people, knowing that if they weren't there, he'd get rocked. He'd get the crap beat out of him for just being a schmuck. So yeah, pretty bold move by him to try to get donations after killing his friend. World class guy. All right, speaking of scumbags, all right, we're on a trend of scumbags today. We're gonna cover scumbag Lieutenant Dan. All right, now this guy has been a hero around the internet because Lieutenant Dan decided that he was going to brave Hurricane Milton by staying on his boat. He didn't heed the warnings of the Cat 5 hurricane. He thought, you know what, I'm gonna be a Florida man, and I'm going to tough it out. All right. So he became a sensation overnight. So if you were following the story of the disabled veteran Lieutenant Dan riding Cat 5 hurricane to his boat in Tampa Harbor, he will now be safe. The Tampa police visited him and convinced him to go to shelter. I don't think so. That didn't happen.
All right, Dan, for the people that are new, explain to them why you're deciding to stick out a Category 5, one of the worst hurricanes in Tampa history, out on a 20-foot sailboat in Tampa Harbor.
My faith in man. God told me to come out here and get a boat. I came out here and got a boat. And everything that he's been telling me over the last 2 days is I'm doing the right thing. He's got my back. I'm in good shape. I ain't sweating it. We're going to ride this one out. We got set up the way we know what we're doing. And as long as the water just keeps rising, we'll be fine.
Will you be wearing a life jacket?
Hell no.
Are you going to be able to swim if it need be?
Now, by the way, I normally, people that are claiming to have faith in God, I give them the benefit of the doubt. I usually defend these people, right? But he does some stuff, or we uncover some stuff about Dan that does make me question the authenticity of it.
Circles.
Can you swim with one leg or what?
Yeah, I can float like a damn champ, but swimming I just go in circles.
So the plan's just to stick it out here?
Yeah, I mean, the water's going to come in, it's going to rise. If you're on land, it's going to flood, you're risking drowning. I'm in a boat. The boat goes up with the water. So even if the boat goes up 100 feet in the air, I'm going to be up 100 feet in the air with the water. So it's really, the safest place in the world to be is on my boat. And I got room for one more female.
Give the people some words of wisdom out there.
You know what to do. Just be safe. Don't do stupid shit. And we'll all be all right. We'll be here, we'll be here tomorrow and the day after.
Perfect, man. Let's go one day at a time. Let's do it.
All right.
Yes, his little comment about a room for female, red flag, about his faith. All right, so then I guess these are the police trying to get him to go in.
Tomorrow we're going to voluntary evacuation, so if you're still here, last night, right? Where to go? The shelter. I got 9 shelters that are open on your route.
They changed it to where it's not voluntarily mandatory. You come in, if I don't know, I'm going to be arrested.
Like really different. All right, so Dan stays, toughs it out. There's footage of, not him, but another. I don't think this is him. Yeah, no, that's him. I don't know, not clear. But it's a video of an unrelated boat. So this is kind of like what he would be dealing with during the storm, getting just slammed by these waves in his boat. And the good news is, he did end up surviving. So we did that. Now, in the midst of all this, though, he did get offered a $2 million kick deal. I don't think it was that That seems excessive to me. And a 100K boat. And I believe he got offered this by Aiden Ross. So guy refuses to leave, then gets a kick deal out of it. Really? That's what gets you a kick deal? Like just doing the most extreme stuff possible gets you fame and notoriety. Just yeah, I'm just gonna tough this storm out, you know? Maybe like jumping into a volcano would get me a deal. No, don't. Someone would be stupid. So anyway, he gets offered this deal. He ends up making it through the night. He survives, as we already know. And this is, I think, a video after.
I mean, we had some wind, but that was about it. Wind and rain.
Joseph. Hi, mate. It's James from Sky. Good morning.
Morning.
You made it.
Yeah, made it through unscathed.
Tell me about it. How was it last night?
It was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I got trapped over here for a while. I had to cut an anchor line. I lost the anchor over there so I could get around this corner. And then once that's said, it was simple sailing, you know? I mean, the wind blew and I just went the other way. We did all right. It was uneventful. Actually, this wasn't as bad as Helena was. Helena was worse than that was.
Was there much movement? Did the boat crash against the harbor wall, rise, fall?
Because the wind, instead of coming out of the west like I thought, it was coming out of the east, and I kept banging into the seawall here. But I just probably got some minor cosmetic damage.
And were you scared at any point?
No, I was right here, and I wasn't going anywhere, so I wasn't concerned. It was all right.
And what are your reflections today?
Oh, I'm ready to go back to bed. Get some sleep.
It's been a long night.
It's been a long night. I stayed awake all night just to make sure nothing would go wrong, and in case anything did happen, I'd be able to fix it. But it was uneventful. It was nice, just mellow.
There's one video, I thought I had it pulled up, where he's like smoking weed or talks about smoking weed. Anyway, we have this from this user MJ Truth Ultra. Lieutenant Dan, the man who refuses to leave his boat. PSYOP, the feel-good story that makes it out of devastation, or the crown jewel of devastation after Hawktua. I just don't look at things the same anymore. I don't think this is a PSYOP, all right? I mean, I don't think it's a PSYOP. I just think people are desperate for stories, and they are real quick to prop up heroes. I don't even think the Hawktua girl is a PSYOP. I just think it's a symptom of how degenerate our culture is and how obtuse our culture is, that these are the heroes that they make, that these are the people that are getting views. I mean, Jack Doherty is another one, you know, he's getting views, acting like a moron, like an idiot. You know, this person getting views, doing, you know, stupid stuff. I shared this post, and I actually thought this was pretty eye-opening because she kind of gives some revelations about Jack Doherty, Lieutenant Dan, that ultimately end up costing him his. I don't know if this is directly from her, but he ends up losing his kick deal. Let's play this.
First off, this man has a GoFundMe with over $20,000 in it. He's not homeless. Period. He lives on a boat. Except for the short year that he spent in prison for beating a EMT with a violin. His GoFundMe is under a different name than the one that he's using in the daily press and the one that he was arrested in. So it's really hard to tell who exactly he is. But what I have found is that his Facebook page lists himself as a digital creator. That's right, a digital creator. He lives in Palm Beach. Knowing that there was going to be a storm, he anchored himself to the worst place in all of Tampa. The worst place. From where he anchored, there are 4 marinas. The Hillsborough River, a short jaunt, like literally not even 700 feet from where he's anchored, would have been a safer location to put his boat. He was offered hotels. He was offered homes. He has clearly made $20,000 in a GoFundMe. All of this for internet clout. Meantime, there are people who are homeless in Tampa.
She's right. I mean, this was all for clout. So all this whole thing, this whole endeavor is for clout. It's for social media clout. And we just see this trend continue of people doing extreme things, radical things for clout. Now, fortunately for him, he was okay. Fortunately for Jack Doherty, they were okay. And I'm glad they were okay, just by the way. Like, I do not want to see something like this happen, but the result of them doing stuff like this is actually just going to encourage more people, where you're going to get more people doing more extreme things and people are going to die from it. That's just facts. That's just what's going to happen. So, all right. So Aiden Ross revokes Lieutenant Dan's kick deal and takes away his 100K yacht after figuring out he's been arrested.
I know you're not really aware of it, but it's okay. We're going to help you. I'm going to work with these guys. These guys seem to know you. I'm going to ask how you guys know each other in a few. We were able to come up. I'm going to be able to pay for a boat for you. We're going to get you a nice boat in the range of $50,000 to $100,000. And we're going to get you a full-time kick deal, which is a live streaming deal where you can stream your entire voyages and all your adventures. And you could have a passive income come in. And you're going to be, you're going to have a kick deal, man, a live streaming deal. So you could live stream and connect with fans all over the world, and they could really see your adventure, man.
Wow. Thank you.
It's going to be insane.
I mean that from, I don't know what else to say other than thank you.
Now, this is the part where I actually disagree with taking the money away from him. Now, yeah, granted, he didn't know who he was, but he should have vetted him before that, and it would have just been easy to identify that this guy's not a good guy. But I think that's I think that's messed up no matter who you're dealing with. But this guy is not a good person, you know? So he should have just done like a bare minimum search about him, and it would have been very clear that you should not have been helping this guy. Well, you know what? Actually, reading more about this, he deserved it. Oh my God, he deserved it. So following a jury trial in 2004, CR 5850 defendant was found guilty of aggravated kidnapping, predatory criminal sexual assault. All right, so he should be in jail. He should be in jail. And not be getting any. So I take that back. Aiden Ross did the right thing. Oh my God. And child pornography. Oh my Jesus. Of a 10-year-old when defendant was age 42. Defendant was sentenced to a total of 120 years imprisonment on direct appeal. So, yeah. This guy's got an extensive rap sheet. And this is, we'll talk about that in a minute. But so yeah, he deserved to lose his deal. So I got somebody that commented from Twitch, but I'm not seeing anything they actually said. So anyway, thanks for commenting, whatever you said. Unless it's bad, then I take that back to you. So all right. So scumbag, all around, not a good guy, deserved everything that happened to him, deserves losing his kick deal. He should not be a star. We should stop talking about him, and he should just be known as a pedophile, and that's that. And we move on from this. But this should be something that serves as a cautionary tale to those of us who overnight elevate these people to superstardom. Know who you're making famous, all right? Not everybody that does is something during a live stream or or people are talking about deserve fame. All right, there are some people that just don't. I think him is one of those. Octua, degenerate. So I don't think she should have became famous, but she is, and she seems nice, I guess. But it is a little weird how she became famous too. What she did was just so degenerate that I don't see, funny. Okay, still degenerate, crude humor. She should not have been elevated to fame the way that she has, and it's kind of crazy that she's been able to maintain it. So anyway, Dan's a scumbag. I'm glad he lost his kick deal. And yeah, that's it. All right. So this is another thing I saw during the about the storms. Ooh, there's this guy doing bong rips. These people think they're so cool. Oh, I'm smoking my bong during a hurricane. You're a loser, man. Like that's a loser energy right there. Not cool. Really lame. Really stupid. Now I did see a video of a guy like holding up a Trump flag and waving it. That's at least cool. This loser energy. Smoking weed is for losers, and it's just not cool. So. That was the hurricane. So,
by Evan and Kate.
This is the next thing I wanted to talk about. So this is just, I just thought this is cool. All right. So, during these streams, by the way, I just kind of talk about whatever I want to talk about and things that I find interesting. And I thought this is interesting. So this is from Interesting AF. And let's play it. Just some cool inventions.
Some of the most interesting things I saw at Open Source this year. This guy and his 3D printer backpack. This terrifying Furby creature by Evan and Caitlin. The scooter car
that Furby
made by Michael Reeves.
is what nightmares are made of. So the original Furbies were kind of, creepy as is. This thing is on next level. That's horrifying. I'd be horrified if I saw that. No way, man. It is a terror. That's what nightmares are made of. Yeah.
Evan and Caitlin. The scooter car made by Michael Reeves. A beer pong robot. And getting rickrolled by this giant electric music machine thing. A chocolate 3D.
That's cool. That's like a giant trolling machine. I love it.
Printer. This little Eiffel Tower thing is printed and made of chocolate. You can see it on my hands. This guy just doing physics. This giant smoke ring blower. I don't even know what to call this.
A robot horse carriage. That's sick.
And this merch booth, it made entirely of cardboard boxes. This giant replica of a Game Boy, but also like a photo booth because you can use the camera to take pictures. There's so much more to see here, and I had a blast just checking out stuff that people made.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's cool. All right. I'm not going to... That's dope. Some of those inventions are cool. I like seeing people be creative and make just interesting things, and I thought, yeah, that's sick. That's cool. All right. This was an alleged... well, I'll just read the headline. Mysterious video of a dog morphing into a human down in Mexico. Weird glitch or supernatural? Quality 720. So you have this thing moving here. Yeah, it's a little weird. Trippy. I mean, it could just be a glitch with the camera. That seems like the most obvious answer, but if not, El Chupacabra or Skinwalkers. I don't know if you guys have heard like stories about Skinwalkers, but they're pretty. Like I've listened to a few podcasts talk about them and the encounters people have in the middle of the woods with these things. They're like gangly white things with like beady eyes. Ugh. But I think that's more than likely a camera glitch. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. Okay. Here's another video on. Woman demands 3 free seats on plane because of claustrophobia. What do you think?
I have quite a serious medical condition. I have claustrophobia. I will be needing 3 seats.
I can't give you all 3 seats.
But I've given you a genuine medical note from a doctor.
Yeah.
So obviously I can't just have like 1 seat. I need the entire row for this journey.
There's not much I can do, I'm afraid. You can have the 3 seats, but you have to pay for the other 2.
I shouldn't have to pay for something. It's a medical condition. You're discriminating me.
You can't just have the 3 seats, but you have to pay for the 3 seats. You can't just have the other 2 seats for free.
If somebody had an allergy, a peanut allergy on a plane, nobody's allowed to eat peanuts. So why am I not allowed 3 seats if I feel tied in? It's the only way I can travel.
It's a very unreasonable request. I cannot just give you 3 seats for free. I wouldn't be able to do that for anyone.
So what about people who are tall? You give them extra leg room?
No, not necessarily. They'd have to pay for the leg room as well. To be fair, if you can afford a flight to Croatia, I am assuming that you can afford the other 2 seats.
You don't know what I can afford. I'm telling you now that this is not going to be the end of this because I'm not paying for 2 more seats. I'll make sure I get in touch with your manager.
I'm sure she'll tell you exactly the same as what I'm telling you, but you feel free.
Thank you for absolutely nothing. I have quite a...
Now, I'm going to tell you guys her mistake, all right? Because she made a very serious mistake. She probably could have gotten her 3 seats. Her mistake was that she wasn't she isn't a plus size influencer, all right? If she was a plus size influencer, they would have given her free seats. And they would have made other people move to accommodate her. So all she has to do to get her free seats is just gain 500 pounds and make sure that her fat is overflowing into the seats next to her, and then she'll get her free seats. But just having claustrophobia is not going to do it. Because if it did, you bet money I'd be doing it. Yes, I am terribly claustrophobic. I just, people can't be next to me at any time. And I get my free seats. But in all honesty, what an entitled woman. And she's saying this like we're going to be on her side. Airline refused my illness. Your illness. Hey? Me? What? Me? Hey? What? I have claustrophobia. What? The nerve. The nerve of these people. Me, I'm gonna get on planes, and if like somebody next to me sits a dog, they can't sit next to me. I have dogophobia, right? No, I can't do this. Or if somebody has like really bad smells, well then you could do the same thing. Smells? Oh, I can't be around that smells. The people that smell can't be like, you could use this for anything. Me, I'm really angry. I just violently want to hit people when they're next to me. So I can't have people next to me. You could apply this to anything. So I don't really take this woman all that seriously at all. I think she's just trying to con them out of seats so she doesn't have to sit next to people. And she's a fraud. And I'm glad the airline wasn't having any of her nonsense. They were not playing that game. And I like how she tried to pull the little Karen thing. Let me speak to your manager. And she's like, go ahead. My manager's going to say the same thing. And that's always a clutch move, too, when you know management has your back. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you've dealt with a pissed off customer and they're like, I want to speak to your manager? I remember once I was working at what was it? A farm home and garden store, and I forget what exactly happened, but I pissed some customer off, and they went complaining to my manager, and I remember him explicitly saying, "Get the f- out of here," and he just kicked them out. It was great. It was awesome. So it's great when you have management have your back, and they don't play that game either. You know, I worked in a store where the customer was not always right, and if they were wrong, we could tell them to leave. That's just such a great thing. So if you're a boss, if you're in management, and a customer is clearly just being wrong, don't be afraid to tell them they're wrong, and don't be afraid to tell them to go kick rocks. You're not welcome here. Get lost. Have your employees' backs. It'll make them work harder for you too. So that's some leadership tips there too. You will have better employees if they know you have their back when it comes to bad customers. And then you'll also get a better quality of customer, because those are not customers you want to do business with anyway. They're going to mistreat your employees that are going to try to take advantage of them and exploit whatever loopholes you have in your store or whatever. Anyway, all right, man. I thought it was done. We're not done. We still got some stuff to go through. More clips, and then maybe we'll save some of these for tomorrow. Oh wait, I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. All right, let's keep going. So this clip I'm about to show you, a little depressing, honestly, very depressing. So when I see these clips, I feel sadness. I feel genuinely sad. So here we have this sweet-looking girl, dorky, got the Harry Potter glasses, which I have glasses that look like that. She just looks like a sweet kid, And, this is her caption, 2019, I need to fit in.
Anakin's gone. I'm Wolverine.
"2024, I don't need anyone's approval." This is heartbreaking. I see this stuff, and I am heartbroken for this individual. Satan got a hold of her. The woke mob got a hold of her, and she destroyed herself. And she looks like a demon. She went from this sweet-looking kid to a demon. And it makes me believe more and more, too, that demons are real. And that this demonic influence starts within and then begins to manifest itself outside, so you actually look the part. And, she doesn't think she needs anybody's approval, but honestly, all this to me is like a cry for help. I don't know what this girl is going through, but it is sad. And, yeah, she just looks demonic. And I've just seen too many of these that I know it's not going to stop. I know people are going to continue to do this nonsense, and it's never going to not be heartbreaking. And, the best thing that we can do as believers is try to preach the gospel and tell the truth, so that people don't make this same mistake. Because one day, maybe not initially, but she'll wake up, she'll look in the mirror, and she'll realize what she's done to herself. She'll realize that she has done irreparable damage to her body, and that she is never going to be able to look the same. And she's not, and two, this is going to be held against her in this life, whether she wants it to or not. I don't need anybody's approval. You know whose approval you need? Your employers. And who the hell is going to hire somebody that looks like that? Really? Nobody. Or at least nobody worth their salt is going to hire somebody that way. She might be able to find work doing really odd jobs that aren't going to pay her, or maybe be self-employed. But her prospects of employment, even romantic relationships, like who's going to want to date somebody like that? Who? It probably, the person that she's going to attract probably is not going to be a good person. This sweet kid would grow. I don't know how old this person is, but I'm imagining she's a kid here. But she didn't alter herself in an unrecognizable way. She'd probably attract a pretty decent man, human being, and be happy. And I don't think she's going to find that in this life. That's a lot of commentary for just this 8-second clip, but relevant. All right, next clip. So this is shrinkflation, and this is Biden's America. So we've all known about shrinkflation. We know it's a thing. And I have personally, witnessed, you know, half the amount of chips in a bag. So I've seen this in action, right? But I don't know if this is an example of shrinkflation. He's gonna play the clip, or I'll play the clip, and
Okay, Kellogg's, you have some explaining to do because I knew I was not going crazy saying that the Rice Krispie treats are getting smaller. It's the Rice Krispie treats in the large count boxes, and I'm gonna show you because these came out of the 8-count box. So let's see what they look like. There's a huge difference, huge difference. Look at these. Look how pretty these are. Look how pretty these are. Oh, they're so beautiful, right? These came from the small box. So when you think you're getting a good deal, getting the bigger box, like we always do because we use a ton of these. Look how small they are. But not even like, okay, let's do a side-by-side comparison. Can you see the difference? We need an explanation why can't we get these in this box? I need to know because these are really pretty. And these are, look, if I'm squishing it, watch. I'm literally, it's like half of this that's in here. And I'm squeezing it with the same amount of pressure, I promise. I knew I wasn't going crazy. I knew something was going.
I mean, they kind of looked roughly the same size. I don't know. They looked like the same. Why are you streaming to NB? I don't know what that means. NB. What? I don't know what that means. What is NB? Anyway, they look the same to me. They look the same to me. So what would have actually been convincing, if she wanted to convince us that shrinkflation was happening, then what she should have done, what would have made sense, is if she took both the Rice Krispie treats, all right, and she got a digital scale and she put each one on the scale to see if they were the same amount of ounces, then she would have been able to make her case. But just size, yeah, they're gonna be different sizes. They're not cut all exactly the same, and some might have a little bit more marshmallow. I don't know, but and one looked a little bit more dense, but I'm not convinced this is an example of shrinkflation at all. I think this is just a woman that's trying to make an issue out of nothing. Maybe it is, but she should pull out a scale and just measure it, and that would clear everything right up. Because then you could be like, yeah, well, this is false advertising, Rice Krispies. You say that this is this many ounces. I'm just joking, bro. Keep it up. God bless. I was confused because I'm like, I don't know what NB is. And, maybe my millennial is showing right now. Maybe that's some acronym that's hip with all the young kids that I just don't know about. I don't know. Anyway, thank you. And God bless you too, man. So that I thought was good. Now, this is why I can't stream this on X anymore. All right. So I make a habit of talking about Disney and blasting them because they constantly do stupid stuff. And they just supply me with like an endless loop of content too. I appreciate them for that. Like, I will never not have anything to talk about because Disney, just every week, it's another thing. Last week or 2 weeks ago, it was Agatha All Along. Then before that, it was Star Wars: The Acolyte, and Star Wars is making a comeback. All right. So Star Wars reveals transgender stormtrooper. Should they make Darth Vader a drag queen next? So this is their trans trooper, or I would say a troon trooper. Oh man, they even got like trans colors on this Star Wars character. Man, they don't learn. They don't learn. They just keep doing the same thing. Oh, I'm convinced, actually, the writers at Disney are psychotic. Like they sent all their applications got routed to insane asylums, and that's where they get everybody. Because they just keep doing the same stupid things over and over again. And it doesn't make any sense too, because yeah, I could at least respect it a little bit if they were making money, all right? But they're losing money. They're losing money. So the only two explanations that you can come up with for them continuing to wokeify their content is they are psychopaths, or they really believe in this stuff. Like they really believe it. Or a combination of both, which is even more terrifying. They're psychotic and they really believe it. But there is no other explanation for it. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a loss. Who am I voting for? Well, I'm glad you asked, because this gives me an opportunity to talk about something that really has been grinding my gears, right? I am on the fence for voting right now. I am leaning toward voting for nobody at the moment, because I can tell you for sure I'm 100% not voting for Kamala Harris. There's no question in my mind. That will not happen. And Trump I am on the fence with, because I think Trump is doing too much to appease pro-choicers to get votes for people that are never going to care about him. So I have gripes with the Republican Party, and unless they change their tune, I will probably be sitting out this election. And sadly, man, that's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's for real. It's real. What? I mean, why are you surprised, man? They do this all. They had gay, lesbian space witches, okay, in Star Wars. So a transgender stormtrooper. I mean, that's Disney's MO. They love doing this. They love the Troon troopers. They love it. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me, just because I see them do this over and over again. And if this wasn't enough and them not learning their lesson, well, they really didn't learn their lesson, because what T-Bone says, then vote for Trump. Biden doesn't want to win. Well, Biden is a vegetable, so he's done. But at this point, I actually do not think Trump is going to lose. Whether I vote or not, I don't think he's going to lose, because Kamala Harris is that unlikable that I don't think she's going to be able to turn the numbers. They think in the betting market, Trump is up, I think, like 3%. So he's doing really good. So I think he's going to be fine. And I think Kamala Harris is not going to see the presidency. And if she does miraculously win, one, I will 100% at least suspect that they cheated. Two, it would be a sign to me that God is judging this nation for turning our backs on him and embracing nonsense like the Troon troopers. Anyway, back to Disney. So Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, will reportedly be one of the leading Avengers in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, which is actually really disappointing, because nobody likes Brie Larson. Not even the cast that has starred with her like Brie Larson. And I don't even think Brie Larson likes Brie Larson. I don't even think she likes the IP. So to have her as one of the leaders just seems like a huge, huge mistake. Steve-Owen says, yeah, I hope I can't even vote yet, but Trump visited my city, so I went to his rally. Oh, that must have been cool, man. Despite me kind of being disenfranchised with the Republican Party, I would love to go to a Trump rally, just because I've heard so much about them. So I'm sure that was pretty cool. And don't get me wrong, Trump's a likable candidate. I'm not going to say he's all bad. I don't even think so much my problem is with necessarily Trump. It's with the party as a whole and the people that are advising him. Because I think right now, this is also an indictment a little bit on Trump because he kind of goes where the wind blows. And right now he's saying anything to try to win, but unfortunately he's trying to appeal to people that are just not going to vote for him. And it's costing him pro-life votes and Christian votes, which he needs to win. So he needs to be concerned with convincing people like me to vote, the people that are sitting on the fence, because I'm looking for a reason, bro. Give me a good reason to vote for Trump, other than he's not as bad as Kamala. If he starts coming out saying, you know what, all life is precious and we're going to start standing up for the unborn. I will fight for the unborn. Like actually makes the pro-life case. Maybe I'd reconsider things, but he's not doing that. He's going the opposite direction. So, yeah, back to Disney though. They just don't learn their lesson. They never learn, and it's just so frustrating. These people love losing money. They cast one of the most unlikable human beings in the planet as Captain Marvel. You know what? I actually think this could do well if they just hired a different actress to play Captain Marvel. I actually think it could stand it. Hire somebody that people are going to like, and doesn't look like they hate their job, and maybe people will tune in. So, yeah, just more fails from Disney. And I guess this last story, because we were, speaking of politics, this is just weird. So this is from Libs of TikTok, and we'll play it and talk about it. So, if you're confused, this is Gretchen Whitmer wearing a Harris Walls hat, feeding Doritos to this TikTok influencer. Almost like it's communion, which is a little weird. Like, this is weird. This is very weird, and dare I say, blasphemous. And, Kamala Harris likes Doritos, I guess, so that's why they're doing this. And maybe, Whitmer is like one of her sycophant high priests. I don't know, but I don't know what they were trying to accomplish with this TikTok, but it just comes off as weird, like very subtly sexual. It's just weird. It's just weird. I don't even understand what I'm watching right now. Maybe that's why they did it, just to get people talking about it, but it's freaking weird. I want to see if I am the original. Someone make it stop. Yeah, nobody knows what's happening here. I don't know what's happening. It's just so weird. It's just such a bizarre video. And this weird look that is that supposed to even if I was a liberal and I'm watching this, I would be thinking, what? I don't understand. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know how that's going to drive out the vote for Kamala. It does. I don't think it's going to. I don't think that video moves the needle in one way or another. I don't think it does. If anything, it just makes Whitmer look like a freak, and makes the Harris campaign look bad, just bizarre and weird. So, and actually, by the way, I think Kamala Harris is probably doing her press conference now. So I will probably wrap this stream up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for engaging. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate your support. We are growing, and that gets me hyped. I'm really excited for making content. So we go live every Tuesday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I won't be live tomorrow because tomorrow's my daughter's birthday, but we will be live next week on Tuesday. So again, I appreciate you, and I appreciate your support, and I hope that you guys have a blessed night. God bless. Deuces.